welcome to After Studs. In this video I'll be making that row plate there. Was getting that just about finished, and then starting on the corner here. And then I might see how far along I can go depending on what parts I've got. I'm still waiting for a bit. Okay, as for parts, I've got the majority of what's here. So most of this is for the road or mills plates. Then I've got over here the 2x2 light grey tiles, and then I've got a couple of the 1x8 dark grey. There's also 1x4 dark grey there bricks. I've got a couple more dark grey 1x8 dark greys in here, so I have to go through all of that. The room's still a bit messy after I put the shelving up, since it's only been half an hour when I had lunch to try to figure out what I was going to do. So what I'll do now is clear this off. So this was all just, one sec. This is all just to try to figure it out, how big I want it everywhere. So I'm going to have to spend a bit of time trying to figure out how much room I want between, well, how big I'm going to have the footpath here, so I can figure out how big I've got to make it here. So hopefully that won't take too long. Okay, I've spent a bit of time, and this is what I've decided on doing. So I'm going to have it 9 along here. I'm going to extend it along here by 3. That way it gives a decent sized gap in between here and like here, and I'm sure like there's going to be other places like here, and allows more stuff to happen over here. So on and so forth. So yeah, and then that's how wide the road's going to be, because I'm using 6 stud wide cars, and that's a good size road for it. So I've just made this little template up before, so it just sits in, so I can figure it all out. Sizing. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna cover what I can of this. I'm gonna use these 4x4s here. I think I've got some tan ones somewhere. I'm gonna find to put it in. I'm using these light grey ones on the outside because you will see the side of these bricks, or the plates. If we just go like so, like, you will see the side, so it will look like concrete. And if I had like the tan ones or whatever, it wouldn't look like that. So yeah, and over here, I'm only going to do 1 row at the moment, because I don't know what I'm going to be doing here yet. So I'm just going to leave that open for now. Also, I will be putting in lights, like, you know, the street lights that come with the modular buildings. I'll probably put 1, maybe even 2 here yet, on this, and probably this one. Okay, so yeah, I've just made that, but just to go over this, I don't have the 1x8s that I want to put on here in the light grey tile, and I haven't done the outside yet because I don't have any pieces really to go there except for what I've been using to make this, like I got the white and the dark grey, which I don't want to use because I'm using them for the road. So yeah, and I've left this open so I can connect it using the 4x4s to the other road to continue on. That way it should be pretty solid. So yeah, that's with all that. And I've just used, back here I've got two 2x3s, and I can put a third one kind of on there. That goes on. Yeah, but I'm not doing that until I know what I'm going to do for the rest. Like how I'm going to connect it all up, so it's just going to stay open like that. I will later put lights and other details in, but for now, this is how it's going to stay. Now to the road, what I'm doing is it's one plate of dark grey, then one white plate, then another dark grey plate, and then it's 5 bricks of dark grey, then 2 dark grey plates, then the white, and then just 1 dark grey plate, so it's just off center. Then 5 bricks, dark grey plate, dark grey, light white, sorry, plate, and then tile in dark grey. I'll get it out. Oh, I had it the other way, but whatever. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll pull this apart now, and I'll use the 1x4 bricks, and I'll just put in here so I can space it out. I'm just gonna well, I've only got 1x4s and the tiles there, but for like the rest of this I'll just use 1x8s, except for here, which I will then, you know, there'll be a white, dark grey, white, dark grey, so on and so forth. Okay, so I've got that road done now. Later I will add some manhole covers and some potholes into the road, but for now I'm just going to leave it as it is. What I've got to do now is figure out this corner. So it'll be coming in like so, and then turning. So I'm only probably doing this half of the corner for now. I have an image of someone else has made a corner that's a bit too big, so I'll put it up now so you get an idea. Okay, after having a look at that photo that I showed you guys, I realised I don't have some of the parts, mainly the 1x2 dark grey bricks and all of the white plates. So I'm actually going to hold off from doing any of this. That way I can order the whole lot in the corner and over here. So what I'm going to do instead is just start from here and work my way down until I just run out of parts. Let's see how far I can get down. So I'm not going to film any of that, I'm just going to get straight into it. So I'll see you then. Okay, I've got another plate done. I could keep going, but I've only got another 10 of these 1x8 bricks, and it takes about 45 to do a whole base plate, so it's not really worth continuing on. So yeah, this is on the actual other base plate. I just connected it because this one's used and it's a bit warped, so I'm hoping that will flatten it out a bit. But yeah, so I've got to order some parts to do the Mills plate on the dyno to get it up. I should have most of the Lego now, but I want to move this light out so it's close to the road and a few other things, I think. So I'm just going to hold off on that. And then I've got to do this corner piece, so I've got to figure out what parts I need and order them. But what I'll do next is I've got the parts to do the wave machines, so that's going to keep me busy for long enough, since that's a lot of work. Because I've got nearly the whole part to do the ocean. I've got most of the nets, which is the biggest issue. But I've got all the other parts nearly, or the other parts are on the way. And all the wave machines and the ocean and the beach is about 13,000 parts, so I've got some of the beach. I don't have enough to do the whole thing yet, but enough to get the basic done. So yeah, that's going to take ages to do, so probably do that in the next video or two, so I'll catch you then.